Hey subscribers, welcome back to Pansy's Place.
Okay, so
I'm going to
I'm
show
gonna
you how I
move
got
these
these
three
roses on a
plants.
trellis.
This is
So
my
you saw in some
Oregold.
other
It's a
videos I
rose,
have these potted
a tall yellow rose,
roses and they're
cut
doing
rose.
quite well, but some of
Five
them
spots.
I want
So
to put in
you
the
see all
ground because I
five
was
there.
told
Here are
these
my
long stem
trellises for
roses
my two climbers. I know it's
don't
hard
do
to see
well
in
in the
that white
ground over
fence.
winter. So I bought these two
A
trellises here. I'm
Tiffany
going to put them in the
rose,
ground and
a
take two of my
soft
climbers
pink. Well, no,
and
not soft pink. It's like a magenta pink.
climb them up the
And this one
trellis,
that I'm
and
really
then
close to
four of
is, let's see,
my
did I remind
container
myself?
roses that are
This is
long
a double
stems.
delight.
I think they get about
These are
5 feet.
tall
I'm gonna
roses that
put
I was told
those
don't do well
in
in taking
the
them out of
ground.
containers.
So
And
I
they're
have
gonna
these
go
holes
in
here,
these holes. So I got three
and
holes here
I'm gonna try
and
and space
two in the
them
back
out
for
and then
climbers.
plant the
And
climbers in the back and
yep,
see if that
this is
saves
gonna
my
be a
plants
little
over winter,
tricky
because I
because
actually have a few containers
they're
that
already in enriched
they'll be
soil, so I'm hoping
overwintering
that's
in the
gonna work
container,
out.
but these
I
long
already got
stems I'm
one
gonna put in
climber
the ground.
partially in,
So I got these holes here.
working that
My
in.
I had if you
It's a
recall
little too deep.
from when I first showed you my garden, I had these two
So this
giant
is a
holes
spot where
that the
those old
rose
rose
trees were in.
trees
So
were.
those are nice and
So those are
deep.
two nice holes back
And
there.
I actually have there,
These
you can
two
see one
adore
plant on the
the sun
left
to
hand
these
side I already
roses
put in. These
in
other
these
three holes,
holes.
they're not
Not that
quite as deep as I'd
deep, but
like.
we'll see. So I'll come
Um,
back.
but you know, I'll just keep digging. So here you can see I got the plants in. I cemented in the two trellises. Um, the plants went in really good. I only had to dig a little bit extra, but I got them in nice and deep. Got some good fertilizer on them. This beauty already has a flower. Um, so there's one, two, three plants there, three long stems. This is like a creamsicle rose, and I have these two climbers coming up the back. Those are really small when I got them, but I started climbing one of them that had a long stem on it. And as I said before, you're supposed to climb them horizontally. So I got that one coming from the ground going up, and I'm going to take it back toward the right as it grows. Some of these plants are not as pliable as I would like them to be, but this one actually is not. It's very, very thorny. But I'm going to go to the right with it, and then like I would bend it over like that, but it would grow some. I'll go to the right, back to the left, back to the right. So hopefully that'll work out. And as you can see, the Japanese beetles have paid this plant a visit. You can see some of the leaves are all eaten up, and I'll have to do some chopping there. But you don't want to do too much to the plant. Once you relocate it, you don't want to, further stress the plant by chopping off leaves and stuff. Oh, and I put these two little succulents here. I like succulents, so we'll see how they do. Already I stepped on them twice. So as you can see, everybody's in there. I love when you first replant something, it just looks so nice and neat. So here's a couple weeks later. You can see all those plants have flowers. They've actually grown quite a bit. When I put them in there, I think they were a little skimpy, not too many leaves, and like 2 feet. Now they're like 3 to 4 feet, some parts of the plant. Lots of flowers, smells excellent. The two climbers in the back are not growing as fast as I thought, but they got some leaves down there. Not too many, but like I said, when I first planted them, they were really small anyway. So see, this one has one stalk that grew toward the back. That one over there is a little bit slower growing, but it's very leafy. Um, these plants have all had flowers. The ones in the ground, they've all had flowers. Nice blooms every couple of weeks or so. And I just got the one flower back on the trellis, but these have been repeated bloomers. That's one of the reasons why I want to put them in the ground, because I really want them to come back next year. And some of these are really heavy. See that one that fell to the ground? The flower on the end is just so heavy. But all the leaves are really healthy. All the flowers are healthy and smell good. And I'm really proud of this. I'm really happy I put this in the ground. So now another couple of weeks. These are 5 feet now. And this is eye level with me, so those plants are, and look, you'll see this again later in my winterized video, I'll show you more of this, how it overgrows so quickly. But you see the trellis does now have at least one flower, one or two flowers on it. It's grown up quite tall. It's also grown to 5 feet. And I'm just going to get a little side view here so you can see what it looks like growing up the trellis. Nice and leafy. So this trellis I think is 8 feet. So these plants are at least half that, 4 to 5 feet tall. The other one on the other side is still slow growing. I don't think I've seen a flower on that one yet, but thank you.